Afternoon all, Kieran here, back with another video, another Cheltenham anti-post video. We're now only a week away from the festival, can't wait to get involved for sure. In this video I'm going to discuss the other two handicaps that I quite like on day 3, and that being the Festival Plate and the Muir. So starting off with the Plate, obviously at the moment we have both Jaguar and Grabilly at the top of the betting. For JP McManus, rightful to be there. Obviously, Grabilly was second in the race last year, and obviously there's a lot been said about the fact that he's been touted around to try and get his mark similar to what it was, similar to last year or below what it was last year to run this again. And obviously, Jaguar was very impressive on trials day when winning there. But there's two in this that I like in here at bigger prices, and I think there is their only targets. If they're coming to the festival, they will be going here. The first one is Seddon of John McConnell's now. He's primarily priced up at 25 to 1. Obviously, it'll be the normal routine of 1 point each way, 5 places for me. He actually won this race 2 years ago, and I know he's 12 now, but he's very likely raced for a 12-year-old. He's only had 32 starts in his life, which for a 12-year-old is quite low. He's actually only had 4 chase starts since his win in this race 2 years ago, which tells me he's kind of probably difficult to train, but when he's right, he definitely is right. On his 2 starts this season, he both come at Cheltenham as well, so he's got course form in the book. Like I said, won it 2 years ago. He was 5th in a veterans race here behind Numitor on good ground, which I think is not ideal for him. I think he needs softer ground, which definitely saw him in better light when he got softer ground on New Year's Day, where he was in front coming to 2 out, and for a long way he was in front at Cheltenham when picked up by Springwell Bay and a couple of others and finished 4th that day. It was a respectable 4th. And I think coming into a race like this, he's obviously going to be up at the front. He's always going to be ridden prominently, and if he's on his A game, I think he could definitely hang on for the placings if he's coming there. And 25 to 1, he's definitely worth a play for me. The other one in the race that I'm willing to take a chance on is the horse that finished 4th in the race last year, and that's Life in the Park for Henry de Bromhead. Currently priced at 40 to 1, and he's rated 143 by the handicapper. Now that's £4 up on how he was rated last year when he was rated 139 when finishing 4th in this race last year. He's not done a lot this year. I think he's only had 2 chase starts currently, and has not done a lot in those 2 chase starts this season, finishing down the field. But it was the same last season. Coming into this race, he was very much out of form. But then ran a very respectable race. He was only going down by 2.5 lengths last season, and he's only a length and a half behind Grabilly, who's obviously touted for this race again, and he's 40 to 1 and Grabilly is 8 to 1. Now, I'd sooner be taking 40 to 1 about him. If he's back to anything like his best, this horse, he's definitely got a chance of finishing in the frame, and I'd be worth taking a chance on him at 40 to 1. Again, like I said, 1 point each way. And I think Henry de Bromhead is going to have plenty of winners this week. I know he's been out of form, the yard's been out of form, and everybody's been like, what's going on? But I think come the festival, he'll have his horses A1, and I think he will find the winner's enclosure plenty of times. So that's the Plate. I've got Seddon at 25 to 1 and Life in the Park at 40 to 1. Both a point each way and 5 places on offer. Moving on to the Muir. There's 2 again. 2 I'm going to pull up in this race. The first one is 9 Graces for Barry Connell, 16 to 1. Now he's rated 153, so he got kind of battered by the 153. Just check my notes there. So he kind of got battered a bit by the British handicapper, and not 133. Sorry, that should be 153. He wouldn't get in the race. It was 153. He got kind of battered by the British handicapper, who's gone up £13 since his last win in over Punchestown last time out. But he's only had the 5 runs over fences. He's very lightly raced over fences, and I think the key to this is The last 2 starts he's had is Finney Maguire, the amateur, has actually ridden him the last 2 starts. He ran in an amateur's chase last time, which he won. One going away as well, so that means that he shouldn't have any issues with the distance. But with this being the Kim Muir being an amateur rider's race, you know that he's going to get on. He gets on with the horse, and obviously some of the partnerships will be in here that potentially they may not have ridden the horse before, or it certainly could have come under suspect. You can't have that about 9 Graces, and I think, again, like I said, this is like I've said previously with other horses, this is his only target. You know he's going to be coming here. You know he's going elsewhere, and I think he's got a brilliant chance. Like I said, lightly raced, decent jumper of a fence. The jockey's already ridden him twice, so that's not an issue. And I like Barry Connell, again, like I said earlier about Emery de Bromhead, they will have these horses to the 9s ready for Cheltenham. So at 16 to 1, I think he is definitely worth an each way play. Again, point each way, 5 places. And then the other one in this race is Gitmaker, who was second in the race last year. Very unlucky to bump into I Know the Way You're Thinking, because if he hadn't bumped into him, he would have won this and won it quite well, to be honest. But again, he's rated 133, the same as 9 Graces, but he's only a pound higher than when he was second in the race last year, which is good. Potentially means that's a massive thing in his favour. Obviously, if we get Will Biddick again on board, that'd be another positive. Haven't seen or heard whether that'll be the jockey booking, but he rode him last year, and if we get that again, it'd be good. But he's been very much campaigned for a spring campaign. He's only actually had 2 starts this season, one over hurdles at Windsor, and then ran at Haydock last time out where he finished staying on 4th. I think it was definitely just get him back into racing and see where he goes from there. So this is definitely the target. Obviously second last year. Come here and then it'll be on to the Scottish Grand National afterwards. I would have thought same as last year where they finished 3rd in that race also. So that's 9 Graces and Gitmaker for this race. Both one at 16 to 1 and one at 33s. A point each way on each 5 places. So just to summarise quickly the 4 selections. Firstly, the plate, 7 25 to 1, and Life in the Park at 40 to 1, and and then the Kim Muir 9 Graces at 16s and Gitmaker at 33s. All a point each way, all 5 places. Thank you for listening in, guys. I got one more video to do which will cover the county hurdle and the Martin Pipe on the Friday, and then I will do further videos covering the novice races and the championship races for each day later on in the week. Thanks for listening, guys, and happy punting.